Hi, everybody. My name is Erica Spires. I'm with Accepted, and I am happy to introduce Mondo Morales. He's the Associate Director of Recruitment and Admissions at Marymount Manhattan College. We want to welcome you to this special webinar to learn more about Marymount's Division of Performing Arts and their merger with Northeastern University. Now I'm going to turn it over to Mondo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome attendees to our very first webinar with Accepted. I'm super excited to have you all here. We have an exciting program for you. I'm just going to give you an overview of what the agenda for our webinar is going to entail. First, we're going to cover who we are, what we do, yeah? And then secondly, we're going to have program spotlights featuring the theater program as well as the dance program. We have faculty from each department that are going to be speaking about these. We also are going to share a quick, brief overview of our performing arts application for the college, as well as our audition process. And then we're going to do a fun campus and dorm tour. That's really exciting because it's going to give you an overview of what our spaces look like so you can feel what it's like to study on campus here in New York City. And then finally, we're going to close with our final remarks with Erica. And now it is my honor to introduce Dan Coleman.
Thanks, Mondo. Hello, my name is Dan Coleman. I am the Director of Recruitment and Admissions at Marymount Manhattan College, and I'm thrilled that you are auditioning for one of Marymount Manhattan's distinguished theater arts or dance programs. MMC's unique location on the Upper East Side of Manhattan offers unparalleled access to New York City's vibrant performing arts scene. We're only 3 subway stops away from most Broadway theaters and right across the park from iconic performance spaces like Lincoln Center. Our students study, rehearse, and perform not only in our on-campus Teresa Lang off-Broadway venue and the Great Hall, but across the city as well. However, before you can take advantage of these opportunities, you'll need to apply to and audition for MMC. Your first step is to find us on the Common App. Our Common application is completely free, and in addition to the application, you'll need to provide your high school transcripts and college transcripts if you're a transfer student. We also require a 250 to 500 word essay and a letter of recommendation from a teacher, counselor, director, mentor, or someone who can speak on behalf of why you would be an excellent student at Marymount Manhattan College. MMC is test optional, so it is completely up to you if you want to send us your ACT or SAT scores. Once your application has been submitted, you'll gain access to your admissions portal and be able to choose the type of audition you'd like. Depending on your program, you can audition on campus in New York City, through a live virtual audition via the Accepted platform, or a digital submission audition, which consists of required videos and materials you'll upload to your admissions portal. We will also be hosting 2 regional auditions this January in Los Angeles and San Francisco, California. See our website for more details. Finally, as you may have heard, that Marymount Manhattan College has entered into an agreement to join the global university system of Northeastern University. If you're unaware, Northeastern is a Research One university with Division One athletics, and they have their primary campus in Boston, Massachusetts. However, NU has 12 other campuses across the globe, with 2 of their main campuses located in Oakland, California, and London in the United Kingdom. After this merger is complete, MMC's campus will become Northeastern's 4th main campus and their 14th campus overall. At that point, MMC will be known as Northeastern New York City. So, what does this mean for you? Right now, nothing. As a performing arts prospective student, you are still applying to and auditioning for Marymount Manhattan College. At the time of merger, all students in good standing will have the opportunity to become Northeastern students, and depending on your program, you'll be among the first students ever to graduate with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from Northeastern University. I hope you're looking forward to your audition to MMC, and if you have any questions, you can use the Find My Admissions Counselor tool on our website to see who your assigned admissions counselor is. Your admissions counselor will be there with you every step of the way to make sure we have everything we need and to answer any questions you have. Now, I'd like to introduce theater faculty recruiters, Christine Riley and Peter Romano.
Thank you so much, Dan. Hi, everyone. It's so good to see you. I'm Christine Riley. I'm an associate professor of theater arts, and I mainly teach in the musical theater program. My colleague.
Hi, I'm Peter Romano. I'm an assistant professor of theater arts, and I mostly teach for the acting program.
So we're just going to talk to you a little bit about our theater programs overall. Um, uh, our college currently has about 1,700 students on campus this semester. And our theater department makes up about 600 of those students. So we are a large part of our campus in New York City. Even though we are a large department, we do function as a much smaller one by maintaining a 14-to-1 ratio of students to faculty in our major classes. That means your acting classes, your musical theater classes, design classes, stage management classes won't go over 14 students in a classroom. And then the rest of our classes tend to cap out around 20. So for a theater history or a writing class or a psychology class, those are typically about 20-to-1 faculty to student ratio. In our theater department, we offer a BFA in acting, a BFA in musical theater, as well as a BFA in stage and production management, and a BFA in theater design and technology. In addition to that, we offer a BA in theater arts major with concentrations in the following areas. We have directing, theater and new media, writing for the stage, and theater history and performance texts. As Dan mentioned earlier, to be considered for an admission into any of our theater majors, you're required to complete an additional step beyond the college application. For prospective students in acting, musical theater, and directing, that means an audition, and you can register for that audition in your student portal. If you are applying for stage and production management or theater design and technology or writing for the stage, there's an interview and portfolio review process that can be completed in person or digitally. And finally, if you are applying for theater history and performance text or theater and new media, we have an additional application for you to complete. All of these steps ensure that you have been reviewed by our faculty in these areas prior to acceptance into any program. More information about all of these steps is available on our website.
So, in addition to conservatory style training across all of our major concentrations and majors, all theater students will take a core theater arts curriculum. So that includes courses in script analysis, learning how to analyze and interpret plays and musicals, stagecraft, learning about the technical aspects of making theater, theater histories, so studying the diversity of theater from around the globe, as well as dramatic literature by playwrights writing in a diversity of styles. So throughout your curriculum, you will work with theatrical intimacy coordinators and directors, providing you with the knowledge and skills of this approach to making theater that ensures a protected and safe environment for faculty, students, and staff, while simultaneously encouraging creativity. Theatrical intimacy work is among the most up-to-date practices out there in the professional theater, film, and television world. And speaking of that world, our faculty continue to work in their professional careers as theater artists and scholars. So you're studying with faculty who continue to be active in the professional arena. We are directing, designing, stage managing, acting in plays, film, and television, writing plays, researching and publishing books and articles in the field. And we bring all of that practical professional experience into the classroom. And because of our faculty's professional connections and our New York City location, we're also able to provide students opportunities to join us in professional settings as observers or interns sometimes.
Great, thanks, Peter. For study abroad opportunities, we encourage our students to seek out programs that best meet their interest. So some of our students decide to study abroad for theater, but sometimes our students decide to study abroad for other areas that they're interested in. When they are focusing on theater, our students most often go to the British American Dramatic Academy or the London Music and Dramatic Academy in England or the Accademia dell'Arte in Italy. In addition, Northeastern has a robust study abroad program and, as Dan mentioned, a global campus. So our students will have access to all of that and have the opportunity to take advantage of that once the merger is complete. Production. We love talking about production. It's one of the things our students and our faculty get most excited about. We present 7 productions a year that are directed by faculty or guest directors. 4 of those are on campus in our Teresa Lang Theater, and 3 are at locations around New York City. This year, we have productions at the Theater of St. Jean's here on the Upper East Side, New York Live Arts, which is on West 19th Street, and Pearl Studios in Manhattan. So we really do use New York City as our campus for all our productions.
We also present 16 to 18 directing projects each year. These one-act plays in our Bordeaux Box Theater are directed, designed, and stage managed by our students in those disciplines. Similarly, we have usually 6 to 10 playwriting projects, which are plays written by our Writing for the Stage students, designed and stage managed by our students, and directed by sometimes faculty or sometimes student directors. There are also several student-run organizations that produce theater on campus, such as the Musical Theater Association, known as MTA, and the Student Theater at Marymount, known as STAM, or STAM, in addition to many, many others.
Wow, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you sharing that. And now I'm going to introduce dance faculty recruiter, Nancy Lushington.
Hello and welcome. My name is Nancy Lushington. I am Associate Professor of Dance here at Marymount Manhattan College, soon to be Northeastern, New York City. Welcome. I'd like to talk to you about our dance program. We are a conservatory-like program within a liberal arts college. What does that mean? That means that the rigor of our dance classes, all of our technique classes, are just as they would be at a conservatory. Ballet is 5 days a week, modern is 5 days a week, jazz, embodied Africanist aesthetics. So the training is very strong and rigorous. We offer 2-degree tracks in dance. We have a BFA with 4 concentrations, ballet, modern, jazz, and choreography. And we have a BA with 4 concentrations. We have a body science motion program. These dancers, most of them pursue a minor in biology, and they leave college with all the prerequisites to go off and get a PT degree. Many of them dance for 4 or 5 years. We have 2 Rockettes currently kicking their legs who are body science motion, but they'll go back to school eventually and get that PT degree. You can also pursue a psych minor towards doing a dance therapy degree down the road. So both of those tracks are within the body science motion. Our second concentration is our pedagogy track, teaching dance arts, just like it sounds. Our third track for the BAs is dance and media, and that can go a lot of different directions. We have photography, digital sound design and production. We have digital journalism, we have videography. So a lot of different tracks within that. We have students who've gone on to become stage managers for major dance companies and toured the world with them. Our final concentration for the BA program is dance studies. Those are the future dance history professors of the world. So I think one of the best things about our program is that the students are seeing sort of the broad range of things that dancers can go into beyond their kicking legs part of their career. So we're really thinking in a broad way about what a life in dance could be. We do have auditions for both our BA and BFA. It's the same audition. Students have to be the level of our lowest level of classes, BA or BFA, it doesn't matter. They actually dance together. They take classes together. It's not separate, BA program, BFA program. They are training together. It's just getting different information during their 4 years. Our audition process is on campus. We do a little portion of ballet, we do a portion of modern, we do some improvisation, we do some jazz and hip hop. Dancers do all of those forms before we make a cut. Then we'll ask, if we have 40 dancers, we'll see 20 who will do an interview and do the interview portion of the audition. We also do digital auditions. For the digital audition, you can look on our website. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do to submit a digital audition. And this year, we're also including our San Francisco audition. So we have a West Coast audition. We're really looking forward to seeing those dancers on the West Coast. Let's talk a little bit about performance opportunities here at Marymount. We have 2 main stage productions, 4 weekends, 2 in the fall, 2 in the spring. In the fall, it's generally a combination of our faculty. We have over 45 adjunct faculty, many of whom are still actively involved in the dance world, but they're on faculty and they will make dances or bring back pieces that the companies that they danced for, they'll reconstruct those things. So that's in the fall semester. And in the spring semester, it's all guest artists. So we bring in 5 or 6 choreographers from outside who either have companies or are working professionally in the field so that you get those contact hours with them. In addition to that, we have 2 student works concerts in the fall and 2 in the spring. And that's a combination of our BFA freshmen, some of our BA performance pieces, and choreography concentration students. So it ends up being quite a bit of performance. Our faculty, we have the most amazing faculty. It's interesting, we have a new chair coming onto the into the program. And when I sat down to show her our schedule of classes, and she looked at this faculty and she said, wow, you have some of the most amazing faculty. We're very lucky to be in New York City. You get the advantage of studying with that amazing faculty. They're from all over the dance world. Again, I'm going back to the New York City advantage. Why come to New York to train in dance? For that very reason, for the idea that you can work with faculty who are still currently involved in the dance world, for the idea that you can work for 14 weeks with a choreographer that we bring into work. If you're in Idaho or Nebraska, they may come out and set a piece, but they'll be there for a week, and then the faculty at that institution may take over the rehearsals. Here, they live here, so they come. We try to work really hard to bring them in for the entire semester. Those kind of connections have gotten our students work with the Graham Company, with Ballet Hispanico, with Parsons Dance Company, with all the major New York City dance companies. And that's really, and also just the advantage of being able to go out and see dance and sort of determine where you want to go for your life in dance. I hope you will take advantage of all that we're talking about today and come and visit us. We offer classroom observations. Come and watch our classes. You can come to performances. We also offer streaming opportunities to watch our performances online. So I hope to see you in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nancy. I really appreciate you sharing that with our students. And now I'm going to share an exciting video of our campus tour as well as our dorm tour here in New York City.
Hey, welcome to Marymount Manhattan College. My name's Joe. I'll be your tour guide today. Let's take a look inside. Welcome to our Hewitt Gallery of Art. This is where students and local professionals showcase their work in New York City. It's a pretty creative environment as you're walking to class. The Great Hall is a gorgeous venue where our dancers take class. It's one of the largest dance studios in Manhattan with sprung floors and live accompaniment. The dancers spend most of their days here training in ballet, modern, and jazz. You can't walk through this area without hearing the drums and seeing our talented dancers perfecting their craft. We're now in the Commons Cafe, a great place to grab a bite before you head off to class. Everything is freshly prepared and made to order, which is great if you're vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or have any food allergies. After you get your food, you can come down here into the Commons, where you can eat, socialize, hang out, and relax. The entire campus is Wi-Fi, so you can surf the web, do homework, or check out our Loire Family Terrace. The Loire Family Terrace is a beautiful outdoor rooftop garden. It's where students can come to get some fresh air and sunshine. It connects our main building Commons area to our Nugent building. Let's go take a look at the Nugent building. The Thomas J. Shanahan Library is a quiet place in the hustle and bustle of New York City. Students use this space to study, research using our e-journals and e-books, or one of our online databases. On the main floor of the library, you can check out one of our MacBook Pros or PCs if you don't have one. This is our student lounge and our own Starbucks coffee house. Students hang out here before or after class. You will also hear musicians singing or playing some nights. We are now at the Teresa Lang Theater, a beautiful 250-seat venue that's a great asset for our dance and theater departments. As a student, you can see 4 major productions on the theater side and 2 on the dance side. This is where MMC students get their start before they head downtown a few blocks to the major stages of New York City.
Welcome to Marymount Manhattan College's 55th Street Residence Hall. We're located between 2nd and 3rd Avenue in Manhattan's East Midtown neighborhood. Home to more than 500 MMC students, this 32-story high-rise residence hall is the tallest in the country. Come on inside, let's take a look. As you enter the lobby, you'll first be greeted by our friendly 24-hour security guards. Then you'll scan your student ID, which is required to get into the building. Once you pass through security, you can check your mailbox or visit the package pickup room on the 1st floor. Also on the 1st floor is the Dow Zangi Student Health Center. Operated by Mount Sinai Beth Israel, one of the best hospital systems in the country, The Dow Zangi Student Health Center provides primary medical care to Marymount Manhattan students, and most services are free of charge. The second floor of 55th Street is home to a state-of-the-art fitness center equipped with cardio equipment, weight racks, and all your other workout essentials. A laundry room with convenient text messaging capabilities that alert you when your laundry's finished. You don't even have to leave the building. The C-Store, a one-stop shop for snacks, fresh produce, and necessities to keep you going through those late-night study sessions. The Resident Advisor Office, where the student staff offer peer support, answer any questions you may have on all things MMC, and even lend out board games and DVDs. 55th Street has everything you need to be a successful student, whether you're studying for an exam or spending quality time with your classmates. You can meet up with your peers in the study lounge or hang out after class in one of our 2 lounges located on the 22nd and 32nd floors. Wireless internet is also available throughout the entire building to keep you connected day and night. 55th Street has 111 apartments, each with peepholes and automatic locks on entryway doors. Every apartment has a full bathroom, common area, and kitchenette with full-size refrigerator, sink, stovetop burners, plenty of cabinets for storage, and a kitchen table. Each unit boasts 2 standard bedrooms, with 2 to 4 occupants in each. Bedrooms are furnished with a regular twin bed, dresser, desk, chair, and closet or wardrobe. Basic cable is also provided. Larger apartments with 6 or 7 students have 1.5 baths, and some apartments have an additional vanity in the living space. Located just 16 short blocks from MMC, the 55th Street Residence Hall is just a quick walk to campus. We're located close to uptown, downtown, and crosstown buses, city bike kiosks, and 8 major subway lines. So the whole city is accessible with just an easy swipe of your Metro card. Thank you so much for joining me on this virtual tour. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we can't wait to officially welcome you to campus soon.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you're looking for an urban college experience where creativity is everywhere, come check out MMC soon. Well, I'm off to see New York City, the best college campus in the world.
So, as you can see, our campus has all the resources that you could possibly want to be able to study here at Marymount for the performing arts. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the requirements. So as my colleagues have mentioned, there is an audition process, but in order for you to do that, you would still need to submit an application. Submitting the application will then give you access to your admissions portal, which there is where you will be able to schedule your audition or even submit your portfolio and or schedule your interviews. So just so you know, this is all available as you submit your application, and then that's where we will be communicating with you throughout the process, as well as where you finally get your official letter from the college about the results of both your academic as well as your audition date. The last thing I wanted to talk about is a little bit of deadlines, right? So like it's always an interesting question I receive of when should I start? When should I get this going? Well, at the current time, we are definitely open and accepting applications. Typically, the application process starts in August, and the audition process ends typically in the mid-March month. So for the year of 2026, we will be concluding our audition cycle on March 15th. So as you are thinking through of when to get started, I highly recommend that you outline for yourself in order to be able to submit everything on time so that way you can get reviewed as well as be able to audition for one of our programs. If you're not able to come in person or you're not able to participate virtually, we do have the option for digital submission. The digital submission window opens on January 5th and it will conclude on March 15th. So we do not accept late submissions, unfortunately, so you do have to double check to make sure that you have submitted everything correctly in order for you to be reviewed. Thank you once again for coming. I really appreciate it, and I hope that this was an inspiring event for you to be able to submit your application here at Marymount Manhattan College. I'm going to pass it on to Erica.
Thank you all for attending today. We'll be following up to share answers to any questions that weren't answered. And thank you to Mondo and all of our Marymount guests for sharing this information with us. Mondo, if anybody has any other questions or they just want to have a conversation with you about next steps, what can they do?
Sure thing. I'm going to post here a screen of our contact information. And if you need anything, you can always email us at admissions@mmm.edu.